Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Solid Master. Today we are going to see new assembly drawing which is spur gear. So this is the two spur gear which is in mesh with each other. Also we will going to see in this video how to convert SolidWorks file into AutoCAD. So this I have converted. So AutoCAD file is to be .dwg or dxf file. So this too will be opened in AutoCAD. Also in this video I will going to tell you how to give the smart dimensions in both AutoCAD software also and in SolidWorks software also, and how to increase or decrease the font size and how to convert from radius to diameter units. Also I will tell in this video how to change the unit from mmgs to IPS. Also in this video I will cover the drawing part also, that is 2D drawing part of the spur gear. So there are different view is showing for the spur gear. This is the side view, top view and the isometric view. And then we will see the spur gear motion. So we will analyze the spur gear motions and then we will save the animations file. So this is the animation video of the spur gear. So let's start with our spur gear assembly. So I have opened the spur gear. In this, click on this assembly. Here we don't want this file, so click on cancel and then click here cancel. Then we will check for the units. So in the bottom there is one arrow. If you click on this, then it shows the various units. So I am selecting the IPS, that is inch pound second. So we have changed the unit. Now we will draw two spur gear. For drawing this, we will selecting the one plane which is front plane. Then click on normal to. In sketch section, click on the sketch and here we will draw two circles. This one is the bigger spur gear and the second spur gear will be at the same origin point but different location. Then we will go for smart dimensions. So first spur gear will be our 6 inch. So 6 inch diameter, and the second spur gear will be of 3 inch diameter. So second spur gear is just half of the first gear. Click on this OK. And now we will give some relation between two circles. So first we will give the tangent relation. So press Ctrl key, select this, and then give tangent relations and click on OK. Now we will give the horizontal relations. So click on this both origin point by pressing the Ctrl key and then select horizontal relation and click on OK. Now at the bottom if you see that our sketch is now fully defined. Now we want to add the spur gear in this sketch. So for adding this we have to click on this design library. In design library there is options toolbox. If in your case this option is not there, then you can also select from here. So in the option there is one arrow. If you click on this arrow, there is another option, that is add-ins. Click on this add-ins and here it shows the various results. So in my case, this SolidWorks tool library is active. If in your case it is not active, then click on here and then click on OK. Then it will automatically added. So I'm selecting this toolbox. Here the unit is different unit is showing. So in my case, I have selected my unit is in IPS. So I am selecting ANSI inch. So double click, and at the bottom here there is one option, power transmissions. So it is gear. So the gear will be there will be a power transmissions between two gears. So click on double click, and here click on this gear. Here various results of gears are shown. In this we are going to design the spur gear. So by pressing the left button on mouse, select this and put this in this sketch. Now here we have to configure the components. So we will just little bit, we will slightly rotate this, and then we will check for the value. So first value is diametrical pitch. So our diametrical pitch I am keeping 6 inch, and number of teeth will be 36. Pressure angle you can keep any one of this value. So I am selecting 14.5 value, and face width will be 1 inch. I am keeping, you can select any inch. So 1 inch will be okay. If you change this face width to 3, it will automatically changing. This is the width, face width of the spur gear. So I am just putting the value 1, and in hub style we don't want hub style, so we will select the none. In nominal shaft diameter, that is internal diameter, so internal diameter is I am keeping the 7 by 8 inch, and here keyway, so this is the keyway slot. So I am selecting the square, this is the square. Again I am selecting the square. So see, keyway slot has been added. Now we will click on this OK. Now here they are asking to insert the same components. So I am selecting here. Now they are again asking to add the additional components. So we want only 2 spur gear, so I am clicking on this cancel. So I have added both this spur gear. Now we have to configure this smaller spur gear. So right click on this spur gear, and here one option is there which is edit toolbox components. Click on this. Now we will change this. So we will keep the diametrical pitch should be 6 inch. Here I am keeping the number of teeth should be the half of first spur gear. So it should be 18. According to this, the size of the spur gear will reduce. And pressure angle should be same. Face width I am keeping same. And here internal diameter, that is nominal diameter, shaft diameter, I am keeping 3 by 8 inch. So it is just smaller to this previous spur gear. And the keyway should be our square, and everything is correct. So click on this OK. So we have added both this spur gear. Now we will going to meet this spur gear with front plane. So click on this front plane and then click on normal to. So this sketch that we have configured is back with the front plane. From here we will rotate this, and then we will select this spur gear, and then we will put this spur gear in this circular section. So this is the circular sketch. Here we want this spur gear to be added. So in this case I am clicking on assembly, and here assembly one option is there, move. So I am moving this component. So if you see that it cannot move, so I am just going to move randomly. If you go for this to move randomly, then the message show that this selected component is fixed. So we can't move this. So in this case we will select here, and then there is one option that is float. Click on this float. By clicking on this float we can rotate, but we cannot move. For moving this component, if we go for this component, then we will move the component. Then we will click for OK. Now we will go for the mate. Click on this mate. Before this going for mate option, we will just arrange this. So if you click on this rotate, so I am just rotating this. In this way you have to rotate the component, and then click on OK. So float option is given so that you can rotate this. If you again click on normal to, it is back with the normal to. So I am just arranging this. So by clicking on the left button on the mouse, you can rotate this component and you can fix this, and then click on OK. Now we will go for mate option. So click on this mate. In this mate selection, first we will select the inner circle and outer circle. It should be concentric, and then click on OK. And same we will go for this. Select this inner circle and the outer circular sketch. So outer circular sketch, both these should be concentric, and click on OK. And click OK. Now this is properly added. Now we will give the coincident relations. So click on this mate, and in mate selection again we will select this spur gear, and then we will select this outer circular sketch, and this should be coincident, and click on OK. And same we will keep for this also. Click on this and then select this, both should be coincident, and OK, and click on OK. This way you can fix this. Now if you drag this spur gear is fixed at the same origin point, it cannot be moved. So while adding the relation, you can add both these relations to this spur gear so that it can rotate properly. So my spur gear is rotating at the seam origin point. Now we will hide this outer circular sketch that we have drawn. So click here, right click and click on this hide. So we have hidden this sketch. Now we will arrange this two meshing teeth. So make sure that both the teeth should be matched with each other. So it is important for you that you have to take care. So now we will click on this move component, and in these options we will click on physical dynamics, and if you move one spur gear, other spur gear with contact with this also move. So they are also moving with respect to this. So this way you have to go for this step. Then click OK. Now we will give some appearance to spur gear. So click here, edit appearance, and in this color we have to put some color. So we will give for blue color in this spur gear. Click on OK, and according to our pick this should be little brown. So again click on edit appearance. Now select this spur gear, smaller spur gear, and this time we will give red color is also good. Then click on OK. If you see the isometric view by pressing Ctrl 7, so this is the isometric view of this spur gear. And again, if you want to see this spur gear in the front plane, then click on Ctrl 8. So it will back to the normal view. Now we will going to see how to give the motion analysis for this two spur gear. Before this, we will save this assembly drawing. So click here, save as, and click on this save the documents without rebuilding. And already I have saved this in other folder. So here I am saving. In this spur gear. Then we will click on this save. So we have saved this file. Now we will go for the basic motion analysis of two spur gear. For this, there is one option is there at the bottom, that is motion study 1. If in your case this option is not there, then you will you will click on the right click, and one option is there, motion analysis. In my case, the motion manager is active, so I am just clicking outside, and now I am clicking on motion study. So in this motion study, we will just click on this arrow, expand the motion analysis, Here we will select this basic motion. It will be okay. And here we have to select some time. So I am selecting up to 8 seconds. So 8 seconds I am selecting. Then now we will click on contact. We have to give some contact relation between this spur gear. So in this here we have to select both the components. So I am first selecting this component and then this component. This both should be in contact with each other. Then click on OK. So automatically time is also added. This is the play time. Now we will give some RPM to this internal shaft. So click on this motor and here they are asking for the components or direction. So I am selecting here. So our direction will be clockwise directions. So motor will rotate at the clockwise direction, and along with this this spur gear, that is spur gear 1, will rotate in the clockwise directions. If you want to change the direction, you can change this also from here. So I am keeping this spur gear only, and this RPM should be, motor RPM should be, I am keeping the 5 RPM, and then click on OK. So I have added this RPM to this internal shaft of spur gear 1. Now we will click here, calculate the motion study. So if you select this, automatically it will give the motions. Again we will click on this calculate. So it automatically calculate the result and give you the result for this. So our spur gear is in motion and it should be in contact with this spur gear 2. Now if you want to save this animation video, here one option is there, save animations. So click on this save animations, and they are asking for the file. So there is only one file is there, that is .avi file, that most of the video player is supported AVI file. And then here click on this fixed aspect ratio. Here you can give the frame per second. I am giving the 50 frame per second, and then click on OK, that is save. Here click on this, uncheck this box, that is keyframe, and then click on OK. So our animation file has been saved. So if you again click on this calculate, it will play the motions between this two spur gear. And here you can increase the playback speed. So this is the motion analysis of spur gear. Now we will go for the 2D component. So again click on this new. Here the last section is there, that is drawing. Here we will plot this spur gear assembly. and that spur gear will be in the 2D drawing, and we will show different view for spur gear. Click OK. Here they are asking for the sheet format, so I am selecting A3 size and then click on OK. So this A3 size width is there and height is there, all is in the mm, so you can check according to this and then click on OK. So this is the sheet has added. Here you can add the text here in the table section, or if you want to remove this, you can also remove this table from here. So I will tell you how to remove the table. Before this, I will plot the spur gear in this sheet. So click on this browse, and we have saved the folder, that is assembly1. So here I am selecting the spur gear assembly. Click open. Don't rebuild. Place it here, and this is the side view. If you just move the mouse, then automatically it will show the different view. Select here, and it is the isometric view, then select here, and then you can also click here also if you want to give the shade option, so you will give the shade. So various display style is occurs, so according to this you can use all this display side. Anyone you can choose this style, or you can increase or decrease the scale margin of the sheet. Now I am clicking on OK. First I will remove this table. So for removing this table, right click in the sheet format, and here is one option, that is edit sheet format. If you click on this edit sheet format, you can edit this sheet format. You can add the text for here. So we don't want this table, so I am deleting this. So one by one I have to select, or I can select directly, and then click on delete. So automatically all this table has been deleted. You can delete according to this. Now if you want to show this diagram again, then you can click on this sheet format, right click, and again click on edit sheet. So automatically our 2D drawing has been shown. So if you want to place this view, so you can you can press the left button of mouse, and then you can just drag this. So I am adjusting this so that I can give proper dimension to all this view. So this way you can adjust the different view for spur gear. Now we will give the dimensions. So go to here sketch, so in the sketch there is option smart dimension, and then if you want to give this circle dimension, so click here circle, click on the circle, and automatically it has been shown. First we will randomly give the dimension and then I will show the how to increase or decrease format, how to change into radius. So first we will give the random dimensions. So this is outer circle is given, that is radius 70.91 mm. This all the dimensions we are giving, that is in the mm. So height we will also give. So this is the length and the height will be so this is the height. We have added the height also, and then we will go for the top view. We will give dimensions in the top view also. So this height will be same. This should be the same of this 25.50, and the length of this, select this point and end point 236. Now we will increase or decrease the font size. So select this and here option is given. If you click on this other, here one option is uncheck this and then click on this font. So according to your, you can increase or decrease the font from here. If you want to decrease by units, so you can select this unit and according to your dimensions or font size you can adjust this, or you can also use this points. So click on these points. So I am keeping the 8 mm and everything is correct. So click on this OK. So it is very small. So I am just increasing the font size 12 if we keep. So it should be bigger. Twelve is given. So and in the leader section you can give the some style also. If you want to give the style, that is leader style, that is this one is the style for arrow. So see, I am selecting this different arrow, so, and here arrow is changing. So I am selecting this arrow. So according to your text position you can add this also. So this is changing, text position is changing. So I am keeping this text position. And in the value section, if you check this, here you can add the tolerance or precision. So I'm not keeping the tolerance. You can select any from this. I am selecting none, and here they are asking for the unit precision. So according to your choice, you can add this unit precision. If you select this, automatically added the digit after point. So I am selecting the digit up to 2 units. Here you can add some symbols also. So I am adding the symbols, or if you again want to delete this symbol, you can delete also. This way you can delete this, or if you want to give the round, so you can give the round. So this is the inspection dimension, it is called. So this one is the inspection diameter, and this one is the parenthesis. So we don't want this, so I am uncheck this. You can also set this also. You can justify the, you can also justify this font or text of this. So I am keeping it is in center. Now we will change this radius to diameter. If you want to change from radius to diameter, then click here leaders. In leaders, if you scroll up, then there is different dimension is coming. Then if you want the value in diameter, so click here diameter. So automatically it will calculate it as diameter value. So this way you can change the value from radius to diameter. Now click on OK. This way you can add all this. So I am adding all this. So click on this others. You can uncheck this and click on font. Click here points. In points we have given the 12 mm, that is font size. Click OK. And in the leaders we have to select here. If you want in radius, so the value should be in radius. If you want in value should be in diameter, click here. So this arrow should be same. So we have selected this arrow, and here if you click on here, that is the leader dimension style. We don't want leader dimension style, so we are keeping this same. In the text positions, so we have kept here, and click here text positions. So we want this inner text position, so this circle will be in the inner. If you want outer, so this circle, this value is shown to be outside. So this you can change the position of the text. So I am keeping in center. That is, it is called as the broken ladder or horizontal text. So this way you can change the text positions. In the value we have given the tolerance and precision. Also we have checked for the size or modification style. So click OK. This way I will add all this. So we want this only radius. You can change in AutoCAD software also. Now for saving this drawing file into .dwg or DXF, So here one option is given, that is save as. Click on here save as. In this they are asking to which file do you want to save. So I am saving this in .dxf file. So click here and then click OK. That is save. Click save. So our file has been saving. So it has taken time. So in the bottom it has message shown that our process is completely complete. Now we will open that file in AutoCAD. So we have created this spur gear assembly in a DXF file. So double click on this. It will go to the AutoCAD. So your AutoCAD software will be opened. So it will take some time. Till we will minimize the SolidWorks software. So this AutoCAD software is for 1 year license. Student, so I will also upload how to download AutoCAD 2019 student version. I have made one video on this. You can check that link in the description. So our file has opened in AutoCAD software. As per we have set the dimensions and we have given the dimensions of our sketch. Same dimensions is there in AutoCAD. You can change this dimensions value from dimensions, or you can edit or delete this. So if I click on this double click, you can delete also. So I am clicking on this delete. You can add this also. So if you want to delete this from here, so there is an option trim. If you want to add some dimensions, so click on this dimensions, and we are giving the dimensions here, outer tooth diameter. Select here and then click here. So automatically it has added dimensions of this. Same for this, we will give dimensions, outer circle. So from here to here I have given the dimension size. You can also give, this is the dimension from this point to this point. Or you can give the dimensions here also. So click on this diameter. So select this diameter and then select the another key points. So and if you select here intersection point, it is added. From here, this is the 22 mm diameter of the circle. So this way you can edit, edit the dimensions, or you can open this SolidWorks file into AutoCAD. From here you can save this. if you want to save this, there is one option, save. If you click here, it will automatically save the file. So in this video we have learned spur gear, basic motion analysis of spur gear in SolidWorks. We have plot 2D view in SolidWorks. Also we have given assembly drawing. We have checked for the basic motion results, and finally we have given how to we have seen that how to give font size, how to increase or decrease, how to change from radius to diameter or diameter to radius, how to increase this cursor lines, and then finally in the sheet format we have plot the spur gear. So if you like our video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.